Hi everyone, it's Billy in the arena. 100 days, day 33. Actually, 1/3 of the way done, which is crazy. Um, so today I'm trying to get things done quick because I have an event to go to, and I just got home from actually a really interesting day. I had a work event, well, it was a course, but it was called Emotional Survival for Law Enforcement. And there was a lot of things that, kind of made me sad at the, the life that police officers lead, and how we don't take care of ourself really. And we're always kind of operating at this hyper vigilance, and it's hard for us to go from that, sympathetic fight or flight mode into that parasympathetic, like there's no happy medium. But I'm not going to talk too much about that. But it was just a really interesting day because there was a lot of things there that I was like, yep, I used to live like that. And I think because I've been away from policing for a while because of having kids, and, I'm more into like the holistic lifestyle now, and I've used the oils a lot to help me keep me grounded and all that. I think it's really helped me get out of that state of hypervigilance, because I do separate myself a lot from that whole world. But yeah, I wanted to talk about, my topic today was when you know better, you do better. And, I came across several people today. Hi, Amy. I came across several people today that, things come up. We talk about life, whatever, what's ailing them. And, when I said, I'm like, hey, you might want to think about using essential oils for that problem. And they're like, oh, what do you mean? And I would obviously share my knowledge about what I know and this and that. And they're like, oh, I never thought to use that. And, I was talking to someone about infertility, and I was like, you know what? I wish I had the oils when I was trying to get pregnant, because, we didn't do it naturally, and we had some help, and it was, very, very stressful for anyone that's tried to get pregnant, is trying to get pregnant. The whole pregnancy, everything about childbirth and children is stressful. And then when they're born, then it's like a whole different realm of constant worry that something's going to happen to them, right? So parents out there know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, so, she was super interested. She's like, yeah, I'd love to learn. And so there was that. And then there was somebody, else talking about like pain. And just even right now, I went to go pick up some stuff from the post office, and I was putting on my Jasmine, because I actually gave my adoptive away yesterday, which I normally put on, but I had Jasmine in my little bag, and I was putting it on, and it smells amazing. And the lady was like, oh, is that sage? I love sage. And I was like, no, this is actually doTERRA. And I let her smell it. She's like, oh, it smells really nice. And of course the conversation ensues, right? Because I'm not shy to talk about oils at all. And she's like, oh, do you have anything for pain? I'm like, do we have everything for pain? Like, we have everything for pain. And she's like, oh, it's my husband over there, and he just had knee surgery, and he's in constant pain. And I start talking about Copaiba, which is kind of what I wanted to talk about, because it kind of talks about both things that I'm kind of relaying today. But I was like, yeah, like it's kind of similar to CBD oil and how it works on the cannabinoid system. And she was like, oh yeah, somebody was, suggesting CBD oil to him. So I kind of explained how this works. That it binds directly to your CB2 receptors, which are basically everywhere in our body, without, like, the CB1 receptors are more in the brain, which THC affects. That's why you get those hallucinogenic effects with marijuana. But CBD oil, or Copaiba, works on the CB2 receptors, and it binds directly, so it's way more effective, way cheaper, because it's like 2 drops is a dose, and there's 300 drops in here, and this costs $45, so I don't know what the math is, but it's pennies, right? So he was super pumped, and he's like, man, all these people have been telling me try this, and nothing ever happens. He's like, how can I get it? And I'm like, oh, it's done online. You just ship it directly to your house within a few days. And he's like, oh, that's great. So told him, of course, I teach free classes on this stuff, and he's like, oh, let me know when the next one is. I'm there. Hi, Kristen. And yeah, so him and his wife are gonna come, and I've told him there's a lot more oils about pain. But Copaiba not only works on physical pain, this has helped me a lot on my tailbone injury, but stress. Like, I take 2 drops I actually haven't taken it today or this evening, but oops, I missed some. I literally just take 2 drops of this stuff under my tongue with frankincense morning and night, and sometimes more when I need it. But stress, anxiety, it's just stuff's little thing is magic. It comes from the Copaiba tree in the Amazon. It's sourced the way, it's kind of like the sap of the tree. So so I was telling them about this. I was like, wintergreen's really good for pain. Marjorie's really good for pain. There's a pain balm. There's a morphine balm. Yeah, Kristen, I think this is actually the new adaptive blend, which, surprise, surprise, it's the anti-stress blend, right? The calming blend. Copaiba's magic. They're actually calling Copaiba the younger, cooler cousin of frankincense, and I get why, because it's good for so many things. Immune system, nervous system, like all this kind of stuff. It's just, when it works on your CB2 receptors, they're all over your body, so it really helps with so many systems in the body, and that's, in turn, is going to cause you less stress, right? When you're not in pain, you're less stressed out. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about today was, unless you know better, you don't, right? Like, people get addicted to pain medication so easily. And I know this from experience because, I used to work in the jail, and we would search people, and, I'm obviously talking to the inmates as they're coming in and going, and I would always want to know how they ended up where they were. And I always asked them what their story was. And I'm like, what happened? How'd you get to this point in your life? And a lot of them would say, well, you know what? I got in an accident. I hurt my back. I got prescribed pain medication. Sorry, Siri, I'm not talking to you right now. He's like, or they would be like, I got addicted. I got prescribed pain medication. I got addicted to that pain medication. The doctor wouldn't prescribe it any longer, therefore they had to go down to the skids to actually buy some off the street, and just to get by every day because their body was literally could not handle life without it. And you know what? We're so quick to write. I mentioned this yesterday. Doctors are so quick to write prescriptions. They're not even talking about, well, let's figure out. Let's look at your whole body. What's causing this, right? So you don't need to go directly to pills. And I was that person. As soon as something was wrong, I'd run to the doctor. I'm like, can you write me the magic pill, prescription for the magic pill to make me feel better? Because no one wants to feel crappy, right? Whether it's physically, mentally, no one wants to feel crappy. So that's just our mindset. And we have to retrain our mindset to be like, you don't have to go to prescription drugs. Prescription drugs are not natural for your body. When you are unnaturally putting something in your body, you're causing it to go off that balance like I talked about. So your body's going to naturally try to get back to that balance. So if you can get something that's more natural, that just comes from the earth, your body knows what to do with it. You're not causing your body to do something that it's forced to do because of some synthetic chemical in there. Your body will know what to do with this. And these are the immune system of plants, and our system is very similar because we are one with nature. So just, if you can just try something natural, and I'm not, like I said, I'm going to say this again, I've said it many times, but there is a place for Western medicine. Don't get me wrong. It saves lives. I know that. I've been there, done that. I've seen it. But if you don't have to do that, and this can be your first line of defense, and you can avoid it, is it not worth trying, right? So my topic was, when you know better, you do better. I knew nothing about essential oils. Nothing. Zero. Other than I thought they were for smelling good. And I liked nice smells. But not enough that I would have a diffuser in my home or anything like that. I used candles, and I'm going to admit I was the Glade plug-in person because I like the smell, especially in the bathroom. But now I know better, and so now I do better. And there is so many people that don't know better. And I was talking to somebody about it today, is that I was just thinking about, there's a lot of education that needs to be put out there. And I mean, I'm doing it through doTERRA because this is the vehicle that I've chosen. And again, I'm talking about the heart of the company. It aligns with my values. So this is the vehicle I'm choosing. But if there's something that you think you can help people with, whether it's oils or not, whatever it is, try to do that for somebody, because you may not know what this person is struggling with. And I didn't, for example, the lady today with infertility. I had no idea she was struggling with infertility, and I shared my story with her, and it gave her hope. And I was like, yeah, I did this, and I miscarried, and miscarriage is another topic that's not talked about at all, because I don't know why. Just like breastfeeding, no one tells you how hard breastfeeding is and what kind of commitment it is. And They always talk about how great the benefits are, but they don't talk about how painful and difficult and committed a process it is. But, talk to people. You never know how you're going to change someone's life. Had I not stumbled upon Pilita in that park last summer, I don't know, I probably would be on prescription antidepressants right now. I'm just going to come straight out and say that I probably would be, because I'm going through a lot right now, but I don't have to. These are keeping me sane. Straight up. I'm just going to put that out there into the public. Yeah, I just said that. The oils are keeping me grounded. They're keeping me going on a day-to-day basis, being able to take care of my kids when I'm stressed out. Amy says, the way I handle my own healthcare has changed so much since I learned about the power of these. The oils are always my first line of defense. Yeah, and again, if they don't work, that's okay. At least you tried something more natural that you don't have to go straight to the doctor and get prescription meds that are causing all kinds of havoc in your body, right? So, openly talk to people. People need connection. And sometimes that quick, 5-minute talk while we were on a coffee break possibly could change this woman's life forever, because she might really get good results from the oils, and it might help her get pregnant, and the stress of it might be a little bit less because I had that 5-minute conversation with her, and it's given her a little bit of hope. And the lady at the post office for her husband, she felt so bad because he's struggling every day with this pain, and nobody can help him, and he doesn't want to go on prescription pain meds, and I get that. And now, I'm hoping, and I've seen this already, I'm hoping they do come to the class and they try something for pain and they get good results, and then they can live a better life. And if you can do that for somebody, then my God, don't you owe it to that person. We owe it to ourselves, and we owe it to humanity, because there's a lot of people that are in need of help, whether it's physically, emotionally, mentally. Sometimes people just need a hug. So give them a hug, Anyways, this is getting a little too philosophical. So yeah, when you know better, you do better. So if you don't know better, reach out, ask me, come to a class, learn about it. If you know there's somebody out there that might benefit from something, just reach out. You never know how it's going to change their life. That's all I'm going to say. All right, take care. See you tomorrow.